obvious. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Evolution of T. My name is Tanisha, but my friends call me T. Go ahead and like, follow, and subscribe if you like beauty, lifestyle, inspiration, and motivational videos. Okay, so today we are going to get into a beauty video. I saw I Know Lee do like a foundation base on Uche Natori, which I had never heard of because I kind of had like stepped away from YouTube because you girls had me spending all of my money. And recently I've kind of like stepped back, hence I'm making YouTube videos now. So but I've learned to control myself with the spending of the money a little. So I wanted to try this makeup tutorial on, you know, 40 plus skin, right? I thought it was an amazing tutorial and I love makeup, so I wanted to try it on my skin. I've already kind of given it a go and loved it and wanted to share it with you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that today. So I have the notes on my phone. So I'm gonna be looking at my phone, looking back up at you guys as we go, so just bear with me, okay? I'm gonna start off with some witch hazel to like just kind of cleanse my skin a little bit. So I'm gonna be starting off with a little witch hazel to kind of like cleanse my skin and get it a little just clean. It's washed, but I just want to cleanse it a little. All right, and then I'm going to come in with some moisturizer. My skin is so dry. I've been using Retin-A because I was having some really bad acne breakouts, and so my skin is like at the peeling stage. You know how when you use Retin-A initially your skin starts to peel and do all those things, so that's where I am with. And then I'm gonna put on a little sunscreen. I'm using Black Girl sunscreen, so I'm gonna put that on just because I've been using the Retin-A, and I do plan to go out today in the sun, so I'm gonna put that on, protect my skin. And we should be using sunscreen as black girls, brown girls, everyone should be using sunscreen. I am going to come in with a primer, and I've been using this Milk matte primer. I am a really oily girl, and so I need a primer that is going to kind of like mattify me. So I need something to kind of control my oil. So I'm gonna come in with this to control me, the oil. All right, and I really like to put it in my like T-zone. And if you notice, I've like, see her kind of like been breaking out around my mouth. And I think it's because I've been like dehydrated. All right, so I originally saw the tutorial on I Know Lee's, but I went back and watched Uche's tutorial, and she started with about brow gel. I can't remember the brow gel that she had, but it was really something that like made her brows just kind of stay. It was really stiff. I don't have that. I don't even have any brows, you guys. So I limit my brow products because I am lacking in that department. So I'm just gonna do what I can with the brows. So she kind of brushed them up and then just kind of like shaped them, So that is what I'm gonna do. Brush them up and then just kind of like shape them down. So hopefully you can see. I'm gonna move a little closer so you guys can see. I feel like I'm so far back. That's better. All right, and then I'm gonna come in with my brow gel. I am using Rare Beauty's brow gel. Okay, all right, so there we are with the brows. All right, so then she uses a base. She uses Danissa Myricks Yummy Skin, but I don't have that. So I'm gonna come in with Laura Mercier's Tinted Moisturizer, Oil-Free Tinted Moisturizer. Let's see if it'll focus. Oh, there we are. So I'm gonna come in with that as my like base. And she uses the dense brush. So I have like a dense brush here. This is a Morphe M439 dense brush. So I'm gonna come in with that. And she just kind of takes a little and puts it on the skin. I feel like she puts a little of this and then she does her foundation at the same time, so she kind of mixes them. So I'm gonna put a little of this here, and I put a little remainder at the forehead, and then she comes in with the House Labs. She does use the House Labs, and I also love the House Labs. This is 500 Deep Neutral, so this is what it is for me. 500 is it gonna focus? There we go. 500 Deep Neutral. So I'm gonna come in with a little of that. Also, I like to just kind of like put it on my skin like this, even though I've had like some horror stories where where I put it on my skin and it's gotten all over my clothes and I still do it. But you know, a girl never learns. So she does like a stippling little motion, right? So I'm gonna do that little stippling motion with this dense brush. You guys see I have like these dark circles, and this usually does a pretty good job of getting rid of the dark circles for me. And then also come in with like a concealer. And I like to take my makeup down my neck. Right, I'm gonna kind of like try to clean up around these brows, especially at the top. I don't really care about the bottom being so highlighted. We usually want that at the bottom. So she comes in and she just stipples all around and gets that in. So she highly recommends stippling motion, and I tried it and I definitely agree. And just look at that skin. Look at that skin. Okay, and I'm just gonna try to again get the top of these brows so we don't have this halo at the top of these brows. Okay, because that is not cute. All right, So we got that in. We got our foundation, and again, just look at it. Okay, so next she does a highlight and then she does a contour, but she doesn't blend anything in yet. So I'm gonna come in with my highlight. I'm gonna use two different highlights right now. I have the Born This Way highlight and Mocha. I love this highlight. I've been using this for years and years and years. And then I just picked this up, and I think I mixed this because it's a little, I don't know if it's my right color, but I got the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in Brittle 6.5G. So she comes in with the concealer on the forehead. So let's see. The forehead, okay, the outer corner of the eye, the smile lines, which I don't know, and the chin, right, let's see, right there. And then I'm gonna put a little right here on my inner corner, and let's see, and that's what I have. And then she has contour. I usually contour my nose, but let's see, I don't have that. Let me see when she contours her nose. Let's see. I don't know when she contours her nose, but I'm gonna contour my nose because that's what I usually do. So I'm gonna contour my nose because I usually do that. Okay. So then she comes in with the, what did I do with it? Because I know that I got it. She usually comes, oh, here it is. She usually contours, I usually highlight my nose, I'm sorry. So she usually contours, so she's gonna contour her cheeks, forehead, jawline. So she comes in with all this. I'm not really like a contour type girl. I'm more like of a bronzer. So I'm going to use this because I have and I don't know if I just haven't found the right shade for me with the contour. So and I have a color, but I feel like it's so muddy and I really don't like to use it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So she lets this like dry down, and then she stipples out highlight with a brush, and then it says she comes in with the sponge. So she stipples out the highlight with a brush. Let's use this. It says a deluxe crease brush. So this is from what is the brand again? I do know. Real Techniques, yes. So this is a Real Techniques brush, and it says a deluxe crease brush. And so I'm gonna use this to blend out my highlight under my eye. So again, usually using the stippling motion, stipple, stipple, stipple. Oops, I'm kind of getting a little of that contour. Let me be careful with that. So she recommends just stippling it out. I did a little too close to my, it's fine. Okay, so just stippling out, stipple, 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 because she says she doesn't use like, brushing because she likes it to be placed where she put it. And so I agree. You know, sometimes when we're like brushing it and just rubbing it all over, it just kind of like goes all over the place and we have less control. So she just recommends like the stippling motion. And I have like really deep smile lines, and I don't know, I feel like this like highlights them, but let's see. Okay, like I feel like this, but I don't know, maybe this does highlight them and makes them stand out, because that's what you want. The highlight is to make any deep set places kind of stand out, you know, which is like your under eye and all that, to kind of bring some light to that. So maybe it's a good thing. I never really thought about doing that. So let's go to the chin. The chin. And then she says she comes in with a brush, and I could go back in and watch this video, but I feel like if I did that, it would take me forever. So I'm not gonna go for my notes. I'm gonna go for my notes, and then we're gonna, you know, see what happens. I don't think she does her nose, honestly. I think what she does is at the end, she does like a little, like, nice little highlight on the nose. Which kind of makes sense, but I like to highlight my nose. So, okay. So then she says she does this, and then she comes in with a, and this looks like really dramatic, but it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work together. She comes in with a beauty blender, and then she picks up all the excess with the beauty blender, and then she says she takes a little into the inner corner of the eyelid, to kind of give a natural little, you know, a natural little highlight there. So we're gonna blend that all out, and then I think we'll probably be picking up some of this, so you see how that's blending out on my forehead a little bit, and then I think we'll probably be picking up a little of this contour too and using that as we go. So yeah, you can see that it's picking it up, starting to come together. Okay. So we don't look too crazy. Too crazy, okay? Too crazy. Okay. Nose is what? My nose is what looking crazy. Whew. Okay. And I actually think when she does her, and then I'm gonna come back in with cause she said she did the inner corner of her eye. I'm just gonna come back in with that brush that I had with the excess. I'm not gonna, and just kind of do like the inner corner of my eye. Okay. What was left on there, with what was left on the brush. I'm just gonna do the inner corner. Okay. So then, So then I still have this contour. Let me see what was next. Contour. So then I'm gonna do this, contour everything. I'm gonna use the other side of this with contour everything. And I'm gonna come back in with a powder, because I have a powder contour that I actually really love. but I kind of like to do it with this cream first, and then really set it with the powder. Alrighty. Oops, I feel like I went a little too high on this side. Let me go back. I went into my highlighter side. But it's fine. I could come back with the Alright. So there we go. And I'm just gonna blend out a little of it. And I feel like I have a little I feel like I've blended out a little too much of my highlight, so I'm gonna come back and kind of fix her up a little bit more, you know. And that's the beauty of makeup, right? You just like come back in and fix things up if you kind of messed up. And I'm not really seeing everything like as a whole as I normally would. Okay, all right, so there we are. Okay, I'm gonna come in with the bronzer because I'm not really like a contour girl, so I'm gonna come in with the bronzer and contour with the bronzer. So I love this contour. It is by I think it's called Snickeroonie. It is from Target. I just got it from Target, and it is a bronzer called Snickeroonie, and it's Beauty Bakery bite size, and I think the name of it is Snickeroonie bronzer. But I feel like it's a perfect color for me, so I'm gonna come in with this bronzer because I feel like it has like the perfect shade for me. Like, I have so many bronzers and I always come back to this one, and I kind of use this bronzer as like, you know, like where most people would contour. I use this, right? And I don't know if you can see that. Just like if you could see that. I'm gonna go in just a little bit more and just okay. And I just kind of like to do like a number 3, right? So like just come up and do like a number 3 around my cheek and my forehead. Okay. And then I like to do a little bit down the bridge of my nose. So I did a little, if you didn't notice, I did a little bronzer. I did a little contour right here in the corner, so I'm gonna kind of connect that to my brow. Well, actually, I'm gonna connect that into the corner right here because I kind of put it there with this bronzer, kind of blend it in, and then I'm gonna take this bronzer and connect down the bridge of my nose. And then I like to take on like the outer corner of my eye, cause when I don't wear like eyeshadow, I kind of like to just do this. That's just kind of like a natural like eyeshadow. just like on the outer corner. So we have that inner highlight from the contour. From the highlight from the concealer. I put that in the inner corner like what was recommended, and then I'm just putting this on the outer corner. And the skin is skinny, you guys, right? It's looking good. All right, so next she says to spray and set. So I'm using the One Size let's see, setting spray. Let's see if she's gonna there we go. All right, so I'm using this. I'm almost out, so I'm gonna spray. Okay. Whew. So using that. So first we're going to do a loose powder and set under all of our highlight, and then she's saying come back in with a pressed powder and set under our highlight. So she recommends to do a loose powder first and then a pressed powder. So I have Laura Mercier's loose setting powder, medium deep, and I also have the translucent powder, and I sometimes like to mix them because I feel like the medium deep sometimes takes away my highlight. So I still like my highlight to be like lit, you know, like highlight, you know, lit. So I don't want to make it too dark. So I like to mix these. So I'm gonna mix them together just to get a nice little like light brown, not too dark, and do that. So I'm gonna do that. Let me tap off some of this because I feel like I got a lot. I think it's like stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna take press it in. Got a lot. I'm just going to use it all, girl. Okay, let me pick up a little bit more. And I think we're just going to put it on all the highlighted part. Okay. Grab a little bit more. I got some new little powder puffs, and they are like picking up everything. They're not leaving anything behind. And so let's see, they are like really picking it up. So I'm gonna just come down on my skin. Okay, so here we go with the pressed powder. So, and then, the loose powder. And then she recommends coming in with a pressed powder. So I'm gonna come in with the pressed powder. I'm gonna use Sephora's pressed powder and just come in and set everywhere, the same places that I just set. I guess I can look at you here. This doesn't require too much precision. Okay. All right. So then we need to come in with our blush. So I've been using this. I have a few blushes that I really like, but this is one of them that I go for most of the time. And this is a Sephora blush. There she is. And it is in Micro Smooth Captivate by Sephora. And I usually just dip into like both of these two. I do a little bit of both, and she just kind of like recommends like a sweeping little motion there. So we're just gonna sweep it on the cheeks and give a little smile. Give a little smile and just sweep it on the cheeks. All right, just sweep it on. Just sweep it on. I like to just blot it too. So I like to put a little on my nose. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Sharpen my contour just kind of like this. And I think I would come in with the contour just a little bit more because I usually like to come in just a little bit more. So you see that? You see, ooh, you see how I sharpened it a little bit? So that's what she recommends doing. And I usually like to come in with a little bit more. But I think she looks good. I don't think I need to. I think you can see her. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, and then, and I'm just gonna put the powder in the places that we kind of haven't put any powder. And so, you know, like, you know, like here, like up at the forehead. It's not really a lot of places that we haven't yet. Like on the side of our nose, like right. But I just like to come in and kind of like put it on the places that we haven't yet. Put a little, cause my eyelids get like really cause I put a little on my. Put a little makeup down my neck. Okay. Okay. So that's the places that we kind of like didn't put anything yet. Like up here. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna come in with the bronzer a little bit more because I feel like sometimes you just need a little bit more. So not a lot. So I'm just gonna do the like sweeping motion again. Just to kind of like, just to define it a little bit more. Okay. All right, there we go. And then blush, we'll just do whatever we have remaining. All right, now brows, we did them already, but you know, when we're like putting everything on, they get a little out of place. So let's just clean them up a little bit. And lip color, let's spray. So let's spray and set everything. So she did the one size again, I believe. And then she came in with the Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to spray with this again. And then I'm going to come in with the Charlotte Tilbury. And you know, one thing I realized that I didn't do, and I remember that she did, and I'm gonna come in and do it because it's like an eye thing. Let me see what I could do. But she came in with, she didn't put on a eyeliner, but she did take a little, I feel like, I don't know if it was the bronzer, like right under her waterline, just to kind of like, you know, kind of so I'm gonna kind of do that a little bit. I usually don't wear eyeliner. Or anything like that. It was just kind of like, I don't know if you can see if that did anything. But I do remember she did that. Okay, I do remember. Alright, so then I'm gonna come in with a mascara, and this is, let me share, this is, there we go, perfect, Big by Definition mascara. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm gonna just, and I love this mascara. I think I started using this because Tashira from Politics and Fashion, because I was using, I don't know, remember what I was using, but it just wasn't giving. And I don't know if you can see that. Look, it's giving. Okay, and then I'm going to do this eye. It's really good. Sephora, don't sleep on Sephora. Their brand products, because they have like really good products. I love one of their products that I actually really love is their lip products. Like they have a red that I like love, have bought so many times. Every time I wear it, I get compliments on it. Because it is the bomb. So then I'm gonna just take the tip of this. I'll try to take a little off of it. I'm making weird faces, but that's what you gotta do to get this mascara on. You gotta, make weird faces. So, excuse me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So getting this mascara on, like this, like that. Okay, so this mascara on, and yeah. I'm telling you, this mascara. Can you guys see my eyes? Okay. And now let's go on to the lips. My lips, I've just been, so I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk 3 Intense. Okay. So I'm gonna line my lips with that. If I could talk. Oh no, what's going on? What is going on with me? Was it a tongue twister or was it me? Charlotte Tilbury, like Pillsbury. Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, and then again, and I'm gonna use this Sephora. This is Sephora brand lip product. It's called Fresh Peach, and it's just kind of like a natural little peachy lip gloss. I really like. Nothing fabulous here with the lip today. Just the natural little lip. Okay. All right, and that is it. That is the face. That is Uche Natori's, foundation base on 40 plus skin. You guys let me know how I did in the comments. I think it's giving. It's natural. It looks good. Let me know what you think. I think that it's giving. I think that it looks good. I think that it looks natural. I think that it's a skin base that can work on mature skin as well. All right, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. All right, bye.